Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dusty Thunder, and we got one of these. Ooh. Microphones. This spicy story is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Calling My Wife Out for Never Doing the Hard Chores? My wife, 40 female, and I, 39 male, have been married for 7 years and have 2 kids, 4 and 2. We both work full-time but have different schedules. I work a standard Monday through Friday 40-hour week. My wife's job requires her to work Saturdays, so she takes random days off during the week to compensate. Both of our kids are in daycare during the week. When my wife takes a day off during the week, she will get chores done like cleaning, shopping, laundry, etc., which is great that she can get that stuff done on her off days. But there are things that can also be done on the weekend. She will leave other, more labor-intensive chores for me to do on the weekend. We have a 1-acre yard, so there's always yard work to be done, and it's nearly impossible for me to do that kind of work on Saturdays when she's at work and I have the kids. I've talked to her numerous times about doing yard work on her days off when I'm at work and the kids are in daycare, but she refuses because it's too hard. Which, yeah, I know, I'm the only one who does it. It's even harder when you're chasing around 2 kids. This means that I have to spend pretty much my entire Sunday doing yard work every single week. We've argued because she gets a work and kid-free day to herself to get things done. But picks the easiest chores and leaves the hard ones for me to do on my one remaining weekend day. I'm going to go ahead and red flag this right now. I work Monday through Friday, then have the kids by myself all day Saturday. I just want to spend some time on Sunday watching football and relaxing, but I can't because of the yard work. This past week, when my wife took Thursday off and got some chores done, when I got home with the kids that night, she made some comments that pissed me off. She kept saying we still need to mow the lawn this weekend. We need to trim some bushes and trees and bring the brush to the yard waste site. I think we should rake up all the fallen pine needles and pine cones to use as fire starters. I snapped at her and asked her which of these things she was going to do, since she kept saying we. She got defensive and said that she is going to be watching the kids so I can get that stuff done. I told her that I think she is using the word we incorrectly then, because it sounds like I'm going to be the one doing all of it. She then went off about all the things that she got done on her day off when I told her that I could do all those things on Saturday, even with the kids. But she refuses to do any of the hard stuff. I then asked her if she could tell me the last day she had the kids by herself when I wasn't home. She couldn't answer and called me a jerk. I told her if I can learn to fold a fitted sheet, then she can learn how to use a rake, a lawnmower, a weed whip, etc. I also told her that I'm going to start planning things for myself on weekends so that I have my own time, even if it means hiring a sitter. She thinks I'm overreacting and expecting too much of her because the yard work is hard. Thoughts? The obvious solution there is to hire somebody to do the yard, but that shit's expensive. He is willing to hire a babysitter, but babysitters are going to be cheaper than somebody to do the yard. I can almost guarantee that. You really go either way here. But look, Candy Thunder would absolutely jump on the mower if I needed her to. But I want to do that. And here's, I guess, where it is the disconnect that I don't understand. Number one, you're a dad. The expectation that you're going to have a full day of alone time to do you things is unreasonable, in my opinion. She doesn't get a full day of alone time to do things that are her things. On her day, she does a shit ton of chores. And you saying she does things like cooking, cleaning, laundry, getting the shopping done, all of that shit is probably just as much work, if not more than mowing the lawn and trimming the bushes and weed eating and doing all the things. It's a lot of work that he's got this viewpoint on that it's not even, necessarily labor intensive to do the lawn. It can be, but if you don't think cleaning, laundry, and doing the freaking grocery shopping is at all labor intensive, let him do all those things. So, seriously, wife, do a switch. Be like, yeah, it's hard, but you know what? I learned to love yard work because it's meditative time. It's like me time. It's one of the few times that I would actually get to sit somewhere and not be in communication and not be answering emails and just be thinking. It's one of the few thinking times that I have. So I learned to love it. Or it's one time to crank the music and just put the headphones on. You learn to enjoy it. I guess that's my point. You have responsibilities. So what are you going to do? You're either going to hire somebody else to take care of them, you're going to do it yourself and learn to love it, or you're going to bitch about it for the rest of your life. Learn to love it. So my proposition here, wife, is that take up the challenge and prove him wrong and say, okay, for a little while, I'm going to learn to love the yard work and let him do all the other stuff. And then let's see how easy he actually thinks it is. Let's see how easy it is. Because I call B's and S's on that one. It's not easy. It is definitely not easy. Now, on the other side of this is whenever he pointed out that she didn't have the kids a day there without him there. Like, I don't know. It's keeping score. And I understand he needs some him time. Like, you have to fill up your own cup, and you have to kind of force plan that as a parent. It's best if you and your partner are both encouraging of that, and it's not one person demanding and using it like to start a war. That's typically not the greatest way to go, but you do need to fill up your own cup. You do need to have some you things. Denise says, I love to mow. Why can't they work together? Risa, yeah, this is a truth. You know what? Yeah, they could tag team it. And it kind of seems like that's that one, Risa, that one statement, why can't they work together, is like an umbrella statement for all of this. Right now, they're working like against each other. Or he's certainly working against her. He feels like, at least, whether she's intending that or not, they are working against each other right now and not as a team. If you're going to get a sitter, like, tag team this, turn it into something that you guys use as like actual quality time. Candy Thunder, if you and I had a day to like tackle the yard, just you and me, and we didn't have any other responsibilities to mess with during that time, that would be quality time for us. We would turn that into something fun for us. There are opportunities here. There are lots of solutions ahead. I don't know that you're headed toward one right now, OP. I don't know that the approach that you're taking right now is going to lead to a happy, positive solution. I think it's just going to lead to more trouble. So, she did say the yard work is too hard. And I'm sure she's, meaning physically or maybe it's hot. I don't know. But to understand the situation that's been put in front of her, there are solutions, and a solution for her would be to prove him wrong, because right now he's calling her out and saying everything she's doing isn't difficult. And for him, it's taking a different approach to say, hey, let's do this together, instead of like, I need me time. I'm taking a day for me. He's got a case of the memes. Not saying he's wrong in what he's feeling, but he's entirely focused on himself and not them as a family. Hey, Jeremy, thanks so much for all the shares there. Sergeant Mac, he's missing an opportunity to get some new yard tools. Hey-o, there you go. There you go. So the question is, am I the astronaut for calling my wife out for never doing the hard chores, which just kind of reminds me of that whole part of it. Yeah, I think you are. Not that it's fair, not that it's balanced, but the way you're going about it is not going to be a productive way. So I'm going to say you should have done this differently. Not you definitely shouldn't have done it. It should have just been done in a different way. And doing that in a way where you guys can solve something together, and not planting a flag and saying me, I think it's going to actually move you toward a solution.